After Party on the Power Trip Podcast Network.
Check. 1, 2.
Beautiful.
Right here.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
You missed this, Chris, but the conversation with Ron about Insane Asylum.
Oh, dude.
Off air.
Let's bury
I don't
Ron
understand what you're
Johnson.
saying.
So he said he had. I'm going to say it the right way first. He kept saying to AJ and I, and for like 5 minutes we
He
didn't
said
correct
it right
him.
after Arkham Asylum.
He kept saying, when we went to break, he goes, "Man, I had Insane Asylum in my head. I knew you. I was going to guess Insane Asylum." And we kept thinking, without saying anything, like, why would you?
If you watch,
say that, those
if you
are the
watch
wrong
the
initials.
stream back, you can probably see me do that.
Yeah.
Have that realization when because he's after I got it, he said it right then
No
in the game.
kidding?
And I was like,
He kept saying,
huh?
"Yeah, I was going to say Insane Asylum," and we're like. So then finally, after he said that like 6 times during the break, AJ just goes, "Those would have been the wrong initials." He goes, "What now?"
Because he asked,
and
would you have
wrote down-
accepted? Would you have accepted Insane
Yeah,
Asylum?
he goes, "Yeah," and I go, "No." I'm like, "It's Arkham Asylum," and he goes, and then AJ goes, "Well, but those are the wrong initials," and he's like, "What?" And we're like, "Insane," and he's like, "Oh God dang!" And he's like, "I wrote Insane Asylum." That would have been one of the worst answers of all time if he had rang in and said Insane Asylum.
Yeah, that's pretty
We
bad.
would have buried him.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
maybe the worst.
He's like, I
you know
wrote
what?
it down with an A. We're like, holy cow.
It's weird because I think we've probably all, now that we played this game for a long time, been in a situation like that
Yeah, good job.
where
you
like
go.
something like that is wrong, obviously completely wrong.
Yeah.
But your brain
for
fucking
sure.
just goes nuts. And when they tell you, you're like, how was I that foggy? Like you literally had to tell yourself that is not what that letter is. That's not the right letter.
When I guessed white rice, that took a little while.
Yeah,
AJ
right,
was
no,
laughing at me.
right,
Everybody
right.
else was looking at me, and I was like, "What's wrong? That's a pretty good guess."
What's wrong with white
Right.
rice?
First wrong
wrong
initials.
But he won.
Yeah, he did
Yeah,
win
that's
that
the
one.
day you
Detroit
won,
Lions.
yeah.
The thing like that, I have a very vivid memory. The only spelling bee I was ever in, once, like 5th or 6th grade or something, maybe it was earlier in elementary school. Held it in the cafeteria. I remember going down, and I was like, I'm going to do good at this. Like I'm a good speller. The person who was doing the pronouncing the words or announcing the word, the MC. The word was binoculars, and they pronounce it like that. Binoculars. Binoculars. And my brain was sounding it out, like, take a step back.
Yeah.
You know this, but take a step back and make sure you're good. And I spelled it B-A.
Yeah, of course,
because
yeah.
they said
Yeah,
binoculars.
right. Yeah.
And like, but I convinced myself it was wrong, and then I walked away and I was like, you're a
Yeah, I
goodness
know.
gracious moron. Like, what in the world?
Right.
And that was the only spelling bee. That was my chance to get on ESPN.
Dude, I'll say this, though. I've heard a lot of people in the last week or so when they've got the initials game in the mail about, how they normally get smoked when they listen to you guys. Like normally I get like 0 or 1 or maybe 2. Those guys are just too good. But, they're having fun getting 4 or 5 against their other dumb friends, which is cool. I got to think today a bunch of people had no chance against you guys. You guys were like...
Yeah, we were locked in.
There were
today.
3 or 4 that, after, again, all apologies when I said it's a cello and 351. Clearly it's a song, but there's hundreds of thousands of songs to pick from. How you got to all apologies that quickly, I will never understand. You got Anchorage, Alaska quickly?
Yeah.
What was the one
Amazon
at Paris?
Alexa.
Amazon Alexa you got quickly?
Yeah,
What was the one you got fast, Mark? It was the second one you got. Whatever the second one was super quick.
Oh, the Atlantic Avenue.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
Atlantic
Yeah,
Avenue.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
was great.
Yeah.
AJ's Amber Alert blew my mind when he almost
Alien
rang
abduction
after
on the 6th clue was
Yeah,
great.
I got to tell you.
But that's half the game where you guys as a group were just like locked in. So I got to think people at home are going, I wasn't even close, and
it's
you guys
after-
already had it.
It's been after a bunch of weeks where I feel like if you're going us versus you, where you've won the game.
Sure.
Because we all
Yeah,
get to
right.
the 5th or
Messing
6th
you.
clue, and it just, you put the last puzzle piece in and we get it. We didn't figure it out. You handed it to us, I guess.
I see what you're saying.
And even along that point too, with like Hawk with Ad Astra, or when he guessed Ad Astra,
Sure.
like he had that like right away
Had it,
too.
just
I
couldn't
mean,
get
he
it
had
right.
He was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm like, I didn't even know.
I don't know anybody that saw it. I wonder if it's good. What's the sauce? Look it up
It's
quick. What's
usually
the
a
Rotten
bad
I've
Tomatoes?
scanned past it a million times.
What's the Rotten Tomatoes score for Ad Astra? Is it like 30 or is it like 86?
It is 84.
84? All right,
Whoa,
so it's even
really?
well received.
Shit. If I'd watched the movie, I'd have gotten it.
It's a Brad Pitt movie.
Yeah, I love Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt is an
just
astronaut.
not
What are we
laughing.
doing not watching it?
Don't know. Man, I just had something I was going to ask you, sons of bitches. Remember what it was. Was it
By the
about
way, just
initial
in
game?
case, because it doesn't really matter anymore, The second tiebreaker, if we'd gotten a tiebreaker 2, was Aziz Ansari.
Was it?
Just to see if somebody would fuck up the pronunciation again. Because that was really the one that made us force the rule, because that was the all-time gray area. Because what did you say? Like,
He said Aziz Ansari.
Yeah, that's right.
Aziz Ansari.
Yeah,
It's like,
right.
well, that's not his name.
You clearly have the person.
But you have
Yeah,
it.
right.
But that's a tough name to pronounce. But how do we do this?
Yeah.
And I'll back sauce on this. The frustrating thing is, I always tried to be objective. I was never trying to favor one person over the other or not favor sauce. But that was the perfect example of, I don't even know how I'm supposed to rule on this, because he knows it.
Well, and at that point, now we do this today, I guess. But at that point, clearly the answer is out there. And maybe there was controversy about which of us quickly buzzed in.
Right.
There's probably more depth to it, because I remember me and Paul just buried. We must have both lost because we were both pouting that day.
Sure.
And going, okay, on season.
That's why we've just moved since then to you have to pronounce it correctly, which is crazy because I will tell you this: there are times that I avoid items because I know it's going to be a controversy. And I'll give you one really good example. I don't know how the fuck you say Gal Gadot, Gal Gadot. I don't even know how to say it.
I got that one right, and I didn't say it right.
I don't even know how to say it. So, if you rang in and said Gal Gadot, I truly wouldn't even know. Am I supposed to give you the point?
Which I think we've learned is the proper way, but I said Godot.
Because that's how I had heard it for a couple of years.
I thought that was it.
It's what about, we talked about her today with the old guard. How do you pronounce Charlize Theron's name? If somebody rang in and said Charlize Theron, I'd go...
Or Theron.
Right, because I think that's how Howard Stern said it to her when she was on a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Theron. So I think it is Theron. But if you had said Charlize Theron, I'm not going to not give you that point.
Paul, I'm sorry to do
There are
this.
definitely names like that I just say, I'm just going to skip this because I don't want to deal with
Do you
this
remember what the
controversy.
one was? The one was that they gave it to you, and I called you. I called back on it, and we listened back to it, and he had added a letter.
The majors.
What was it?
Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania.
Punxsutawney, yes.
Because he said
that's
Punxsutawney.
right.
I said
Yeah.
it
It's like,
twice. My mistake, though, is I said
You
it
doubled
twice.
down, yeah.
Yeah, because you said Pucks, right? And you skipped the N
it's
in
punks.
Punxsutawney.
Yeah, it was stupid, but whatever.
That was the major. That's right.
It sucks because it sucks when you got it, right?
Sure.
You 100%
And you know you
exactly
gave it to someone else.
but
at that point,
No,
if we're
then we just
we
moved
just moved on.
Yeah.
Because
you said it's punks.
it's Punxsutawney, and we can't just give it to
now
whoever
everybody-
rings in their name. But those are the ones that I hate because I'm like, well, I can't give it to you because we just don't have gray area anymore. We have to technically say you didn't pronounce it right. Otherwise, we're back to just picking and choosing. So we're just doing for consistency. But I would hope if people are playing the home game, if you say Punxsutawney or Gal Gadot, or
I think
Godot,
you have to.
I think you just give it to
We played it at
them.
the cabin this weekend, and I would say a good 20% of the buzz-ins
Our
were
mispronunciations.
mispronunciations or slight, like the wrong first name, but clearly you had it.
But it's family, so you don't want to be a dick.
You know, everyone's having a good time.
What would
kick
you
it back.
do? Did you have any moments where somebody rang in and they're like, "It's the guy from the lead guy from Mad Men," and you're like, "Fine, we'll give it to you." Because I would say the whole point of the game is you got to say
know
the
the name, yeah.
Like if you're like, "Isn't it like Jack Harm or something?"
See,
I'd go, that's not it either.
This is what it is most of the time, though. So John Hamm is the name. Someone would say John Hamm. Like they'd do that,
And
so they
all right.
they'd sound it out. I guess,
Yeah,
for
I mean, it just
that's what
depends if
happens a
you're
lot.
playing with board game psychopaths or casual friends
For sure.
to make I don't know.
And I did.
I don't know.
I did the all-time reader for the first part, and then we did it. We did it where I played, but I would just kind of say like, "Got it," and then let them fight it out.
That's like the all-time
I know,
troll
right?
move. Is like I would have had all 12.
We did the exact same thing.
But I'm glad you
Did
guys
the
were having
exact
fun.
same thing.
With
Because
you?
I don't want to ruin
With
it.
Abby
I don't
and
like
Kim.
guy who
Yeah.
had 11.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin it for them because it's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Sure.
When you're playing
sure.
someone who's on your level, we have 316 games of experience
Yeah.
under our belt.
Yeah,
We're not
yeah.
smarter. We just know how to do it.
Yeah.
We were driving back from Winona when we visited the college down there, and Abigail was doing the reading in the back seat, and Kim and I were playing against each other, and
That didn't go well?
not at all. And so I
Whoops.
was doing the same thing. Like if I get it after clue 4, I'd go, "Got it," and then I just and then we get through the last
You know
clue.
what sucks is I know wives enough to know even that is
Oh, pissed her
still
off.
fuck
Oh,
you.
yeah. Pissed her off.
Because you're better off in your own mind going, all right, I got it. And then
Yeah.
like 2 clues later, being like, oh, I'm close. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah,
Like
right.
when you play your 6-year-old.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
It's like
right,
when you're
right.
playing Uno and you're intentionally tanking. Oh man, because
Yeah.
that's That's the exact smugness that they hate.
They hate it.
You got it.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
You got to just tell us that you had it.
Yeah, I might have heard that a few times.
Yeah, that's not good.
We played, and I fucking answered him because I don't give a fuck about them.
Okay.
Whoa.
Wait. We played?
No, yeah, we was there, but yeah, my dad shit-faced read him, and he was every
Your
time.
dad's name is Shitface?
Yeah,
Shit-faced read him?
Yeah,
Is he?
but the initials were
David
PB,
Beckham?
and this
I
is
don't know.
the difference between my family and like civilized families. Is every time my dad would go, debuted in 1962.
Yep.
Pete Sauce would ring in and go, Paul's boobs.
And that was
He thought it was funny.
bit. Yeah, that's the exact reason why the Lambert family is not coming to Barbados.
My dad has to.
When do I get to feel that confident? Do I got to know somebody to get one of those games?
Well, this one here is for your buddy Paul Fletcher. And he asked for a family and friends discount, and I told him to go fuck himself.
Did he really?
He goes, what's the price on the initials game? And I'm like, well, there's bundle deals, so you can get 1 for $40, you can get 10 for $400, you can get 100 for $4,000, or you can get 1,000 for $40,000. And he's like, what about a family and friends discount? I go fuck yourself. You can give me $40.
It's been a rough week for Paul Fletcher. And I'll tell you why.
Oh boy.
Because he sent me a text asking if I could help him get an RV rental from Hilltop, and I didn't reply.
Which is a silent go fuck yourself.
Oh,
man.
No, call.
No,
I
call them.
don't even do commercials for him. I didn't.
Yeah, call Marcel.
I'm getting a very small glimpse into what you must have dealt with Twin Cities Summer Jam, because there's a hard cost to these games,
yeah, of
and everybody's
course.
like, I want 1,000 for free, and I'm like, well, yeah, your friends. Like, obviously, I'm going to give one to Mark, but like when Paul, I'm like, well, Paul, I know hundreds of people. I can't give hundreds of games away.
Yeah.
This is going to cost me a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
I can give some games away. Like, to your point, can I give some VIP tickets away? Sure. I can't have the entire VIP section be for free.
No, that's how you pay for
somebody's
the
gotta
concert.
pay for this.
Yeah,
I
right.
learned that early on
More
with
than full
jerseys.
price for mine.
Yeah, exactly.
You did?
Yeah, but I like Mark
an
more than
autograph
you.
version?
No, I didn't even get that. I could have paid $11 more for the autograph. That was $80, right?
It was 65.
65. Oh, wait, I didn't get an autograph version then? I donated
Got a pen?
I donated $69, and I don't get a
By the way,
fucking
that's not a
autograph
joke.
version?
He did it.
Because you did the custom purchase, though. You didn't purchase the package.
There were a couple of people that
you get
did
autographs
exactly that. Like some people for the launch party donated $100.69, and I'm like, how many children do we have? Look at Zach laughing.
He loves it. He loves
And
it.
Zach is not exaggerating. He donated $69 to the initials campaign. He also Venmo'd me 69 cents.
He does that
Zach
every
is a
one- he
fucking
does that
baby.
every once in a while. I'll wake up, I'll be like, Venmo? 69 fucking cents. Fuck
I was
you.
like, good morning, fellas.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
Zach's going to sit down for taxes next year when we have to report everything on Venmo as income or whatever. And his guy's going to go, what the hell are these 69-cent purchases?
That's charity donations. I gave it away.
I got nudes.
Zach's an idiot. Anywho.
Yeah, I forgot. By the way, I'm paying Paul and Zach right now. They're $25 on Venmo.
Oh, for the god dang hot dog bit.
Yeah. That's the last thing we bet on.
Don't I owe somebody for golf?
Rosie probably.
Don't ever pay Rosie.
$200.
$200.
By the
I
way,
ever pay
his
Rosie?
guy is currently in the lead.
Oh, again?
Yeah.
Crazy.
What a fraud.
I did love when Rosie won the $1,200. Twitter just basically. Did you see all that?
Yeah.
Parrish. So he won the $1,200 for the golf bet because Dustin Johnson won, so it doubles from 100 to 200. So he wins $1,200, and he got hammered for saying, "Oh, great! Now we can pay Mark Parrish back for Manny's."
Yep.
Because
He said that?
no, people on Twitter were
Twitter,
just destroying him for skipping the Manny's bill because that's a bet that he lost because they won the gold.
That's right.
Parrish picked up the tab, so they're like, "Great! Now they can pay Mark back for Manny's."
That's
That was so
right.
fun.
Crickets,
Parrish
crickets,
sits down and
crickets.
goes, I'm buying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had that planned out from the get-go.
Yeah.
Hanging
And
over
Rosie was
Rosie's
no,
head
two,
forever.
he
I
was
think-
2 blocks down and didn't show
Yeah,
up.
and of all times, I didn't get a text. Fuck you, you did.
He was
Anyhow.
down at CCR.
Right.
He was like 2 blocks
If
away.
that. You owe Lieber 100. You weren't in it the last time we did it.
Yes.
You owe Lieber 100.
Yes.
Oh, so not the Rosie one.
No,
he
no,
finished.
because he
Oh,
didn't.
okay, then you, not
but didn't
200,
win.
then it's 100.
Yeah, Rosie's guy won, but Parrish was in it.
Well,
It was just 6
Just
of
keep
us.
it, Mark, because Lieber's out all in next week, too.
All right.
You'll see him
All
at
right.
some point.
All right. Ben, remind me.
Or Do you have Venmo? I just got it.
I think I have Venmo. I know I got PayPal.
Venmo's the
Venmo.
best.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
how people buy drugs.
And crap off Facebook.
Yeah, that's about it.
Venmo though trips me out. I'm just so confused by having the public like or watching
make
other.
it private.
You can hide that, yeah.
Yeah, but like
Thanks,
one of them
Hawk, for
was
the tongue bath.
a couple of them were like
it's
it
kinda
looked like
funny, though,
husband
yeah.
and wife. Like husband and wife were repaying each other for like groceries, and I'm going, what? Like this is the kind of relationship they have where it's like, here's the $30 for groceries, sweetheart. I'm like, man, they must really be like
No, I know people who do
crazy
that.
about whose account is paying for this and whose account is paying for that.
You
I'm
handle
like,
the we have separate
whoa.
accounts. You handle the mortgage. I'll do
right.
health bills, groceries, whatever.
I guess because now I'm getting to watch whose couple's dynamic is like that because
Yeah,
I've seen
for sure.
spouses pay each other back for
I do appreciate
everyday shit.
The humor in it is it's kind of a fun thing.
Crazy.
But yeah, then you see there's certain people that use it all the time too. Like they're just all over it, and then every just once in a while.
I don't know.
I need to use it more. To buy
Yeah, it's
shit,
great.
You know. I tell you one thing I need to do is go to that ice cream place, man. All I can think about
We're
is
going
that
there
goddamn
today to
blue
get
ice
Honey and
cream.
Mac.
We're going to
Oh,
get it today, yeah.
That damn blue ice
the
cream.
Cookie
what's it called?
Monster?
Yeah, Cookie
Oh,
Monster.
It's Wee's favorite two things: Oreo cookies and cookie dough.
Dude, you're not going to
She-
believe
yeah,
how good this is, dude.
Yeah, no.
And I admitted this the other day. If Sinful had been on the menu, it's just not there this month.
You skipped it.
I would have. Sinful is my favorite ice cream on the planet. I would have gotten
we're gonna
Sinful
get a
1,000
bunch
times
of
out of
it,
1,000, but it wasn't on the list. I'm like, oh, I'll try something else. It's not like they do bad ice cream. It's amazing.
Remember the
That
Game of
cookie-
Thrones stuff they brought in?
Yeah, and
they were like
I-
themed ones. There was like an almond one that
Yeah.
was so good.
They were all very good to really good. There were like
Just
two that
send
were
me 69
exceptional.
fucking
This
cents.
Cookie Monster. Have you had it yet at
I
Honey and
have
Mac?
not had the Cookie Master. Yeah, no, I got it. And we get something different
It's
every
so
time.
good.
We'll get 2 or 3
It's
different
so
ones
good.
every single time.
Yeah.
We're going today in like a couple hours.
They got that like patio section set out so you can sit
Yeah,
outside and
we-
eat ice
no.
cream.
I need to eat in private. People don't need to see me eat ice cream.
Where would you eat it in private?
in the car.
My place.
You're
Man.
gonna, wait, so you
Drive
go
to
get the
Plymouth
pint and then bring it home?
Yeah,
You don't get the
yeah.
cones?
No.
Oh, dude, you got to get the waffle
No,
cone.
you gotta get.
You gotta get
more.
both. You gotta
Yeah,
get both.
wife
Yeah,
just
get
bought
both.
a
You gotta do both.
waffle cone
You gotta do both.
maker
Yeah,
for our house
because I want
we needed it.
Jesus.
I want ice cream now.
Yeah, good
and I'm
point.
gonna want it later
Yeah,
as
good
well.
point.
How about this, Chris?
yeah.
You've mentioned when you drive through Osseo,
Yeah.
Osseo, Minnesota, how it takes you back to a little taste of growing up, Americana,
No
small
doubt.
town, whatever.
Yep.
They're getting an ice cream shop on Main Street now.
Are they?
2 Scoops. That's up in Anoka.
Oh, that's
They're
great.
opening
No
Named
location
after
kidding.
the American
right on Main
Gladiator
Street.
star.
Yeah, that
It's,
was.
we're gonna go there
Wesley
all the time.
Two Scoops
Our bike
Berry
rides-
or something like that. Wasn't that his name?
Just got a heck of a lot better.
Yeah.
Was that his name?
Two scoops?
Yeah, wasn't it like Wesley Berry?
Wasn't that a guy in the Harlem Globetrotters?
No. Look it up. It was. I think it was Wesley.
I think hockey paid me
Berry.
twice.
No.
It was. I think that was his real name. He 2 Scoops was like
I
his
think we
nickname.
probably all just got payments of 69
We did.
cents.
We all just
Yeah.
got 69 cents.
Somebody one day is
just
going to go,
wasted
Zach, why are
$4.
you broke? I just gave away 69 cents.
Why?
Because
a good bit. I don't know why my Zach impression
Yeah, it sounds like
exactly
sauce now.
like
I
sauce.
don't know. Yeah, back to that, by the way. Why do I get friend requests from people?
They won't, because
On Venmo?
I had the same
Venmo.
thing happen to me.
Here's-
As soon as I said
I'll
it,
tell you.
it doesn't make any sense. As soon as
Yeah.
I said, hey, yeah, I got Venmo or whatever. One guy randomly sent me $30 because he said,
Really?
thanks for all the TV recommendations over the last 2 decades. I'm like, okay.
there you go.
So he sent me $30. That was cool. And then somebody else was like, do you want to be friends? And I'm like, I don't know you. I don't want you to see who I'm paying.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
And I no offense, but I don't want to see who you're paying. I don't know who the fuck you are.
Right, go ahead. Tell
he
me
might
why.
be super nice.
Here's the thing with hockey. People want to be friends with hockey because they know he'll get drunk one night and just go on Twitter and say, I'm handing out money on Venmo.
Well, that's why. Honestly, everybody
could
should
be
be
it.
friends with Zach on Venmo. He'll just randomly send you 69 cents almost once a week.
and ask for a cock shot.
What's 69 plus 69?
138.
That's how much I have in my account right now on Venmo. I'm serious because I've gotten 2 payments of 69 cents.
Have you guys
from
ever
Zach.
seen? Have you seen the Office episode where it's the one with the surplus, and Michael understands?
Figure out how to spend it.
Yeah, and he understands. Essentially, it's like he can do the math when he knows how much he would get.
Yep.
So he can't do percentages, but he claims that he knows it because that's how his mind thinks. That's what Zach just did. I think if you're like, Zach, what's 73 plus 89? He'd be like, I don't know. But if you're like, what's 69 plus 69? 138. Multiples of 69 Zach can do in his head in a split freaking second.
John Gruden counting by threes, and everyone was like, "Whoa! Look at how does his brain work that way?"
Yeah.
That's Zach.
Yeah.
Count by factors of 69, straight up.
Zach, what's 69 times 4?
Oh boy, that's. I don't know about that.
Okay,
Let's
well,
just
you
do 138 times.
76?
There you go. See? He's a genius. He's a 69 genius. Here's the title of the podcast.
69 genius. There you go. All right.
Yeah, that's 20 minutes and 6 seconds right there, guys, and I got to go poop. What's the word for the day, Mark Parrish?
Well, if it's not 69, it's got to be.
It's 2 words.
No,
Astral.
it can't be that one.
Yeah, Astral. Ad Astral.
Ad Astral.
Now aren't you required
I still didn't
to
get
watch
it. You
that
said
now?
Ad Astral.
Yeah,
I still
sure.
You'll
watched
probably like it anyway,
bad is
but
that?
Yeah.
now you should watch it and see if it's worth watching.
Yeah.
Give
Peace
it
out.
hell, everyone.
Good night, Ed Asner.